Ladies and gentlemen, intimacy is often misunderstood as something purely physical, but in reality, it is deeply emotional, psychological, and profoundly human. As a urologist, I've seen how connection between partners influences not just relationships, but overall well-being, confidence, and even long-term health. Today, we're talking about something simple, natural, yet incredibly powerful: how affection, expressed through mindful touch and kissing, can strengthen emotional and physical intimacy in women. Let's be clear, this is not about technique alone. It's about presence, intention, and respect. When affection is genuine, even the smallest gesture can create a powerful emotional response. The first area is the forehead. A kiss on the forehead is often underestimated, yet it carries a deep emotional message. It signals care, protection, and sincerity. For many women, this simple gesture creates a sense of emotional safety. It says, "I value you beyond the physical." That emotional reassurance is the foundation of true intimacy. The second area is the hands. Holding and gently kissing the hands can be incredibly meaningful. Our hands are involved in everything we do. They express, create, and connect. When someone takes the time to hold them with care, it communicates appreciation and attentiveness. It slows the moment down and builds a quiet, powerful bond. The third area is the cheek. A soft kiss on the cheek can carry warmth, affection, and admiration. It's a gesture that blends emotional closeness with gentle physical connection. It's often in these subtle, non-intense moments that trust grows the strongest. The fourth area is the neck. This is where emotional and physical sensitivity begin to overlap more noticeably. The neck is naturally sensitive, and when approached with respect and awareness, it can create a heightened sense of closeness. But remember, this is where attentiveness matters most: understanding comfort levels, reading responses, and always prioritizing mutual ease. The fifth and most important spot is not a physical location at all. It's emotional connection. Without emotional presence, even the most deliberate gestures feel empty. Women, like all people, respond most deeply when they feel heard, respected, and valued. True intimacy begins in the mind and heart before it ever reaches the physical level. What science and experience both tell us is this: emotional safety enhances physical connection. When a woman feels emotionally secure, her body responds more naturally, more comfortably, and more openly. This isn't just about romance. It's about trust, communication, and genuine care. So, if there's one message to take away today, it's this: intimacy is not about rushing or impressing. It's about understanding. It's about slowing down, paying attention, and being fully present in the moment. When affection is thoughtful, when connection is real, and when respect leads the way, even the simplest gestures can create the deepest bonds. Thank you. Emotional connection is the foundation upon which true intimacy is built, shaping how two people understand, trust, and respond to one another beyond surface-level interaction. It begins with presence, the ability to be fully engaged with another person without distraction or pretense, allowing them to feel seen and heard in a way that is both rare and deeply meaningful. When a woman senses that her thoughts, feelings, and experiences are genuinely valued, it creates a sense of psychological safety that opens the door to deeper closeness. This safety is not created through grand gestures alone, but through consistent small moments of attentiveness, such as listening without interrupting, remembering details, and responding with empathy rather than judgment. Emotional connection thrives on authenticity, where both individuals feel free to express themselves without fear of criticism or rejection, and this openness gradually builds a bond that becomes stronger over time. Trust plays a central role in this process, developing through reliability, honesty, and emotional consistency. And when trust is present, it allows vulnerability to emerge naturally. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness, but in reality, it is one of the strongest expressions of connection, as it requires courage to share fears, desires, and insecurities with another person. When a woman feels safe enough to be vulnerable, it deepens the emotional link and creates a sense of unity that goes beyond physical presence. Communication is another essential element, not just in the words spoken but in the tone, body language, and the intention behind every interaction. Genuine communication involves active listening, where the goal is not to respond immediately, but to truly understand, and this level of engagement signals respect and care. Emotional connection is also strengthened through shared experiences, whether they are simple daily routines or meaningful life moments, because these experiences create memories that reinforce the bond between partners. Even silence can become powerful when two people are emotionally connected, as it no longer feels empty, but instead becomes a space of comfort and mutual understanding. Consistency is key, as emotional connection is not built in a single moment, but cultivated over time through repeated acts of kindness, patience, and attentiveness. When effort is consistent, it reassures a woman that the connection is genuine and not temporary, which in turn encourages her to invest more deeply in the relationship. Empathy is at the heart of emotional connection, allowing one person to step into the emotional world of the other and respond with compassion. It means recognizing feelings even when they are not explicitly expressed and offering support in a way that aligns with what the other person truly needs. Respect is equally important, as it ensures that boundaries are honored and individuality is preserved within the relationship. Emotional connection does not mean losing oneself, but rather creating a space where both individuals can grow together while still maintaining their unique identities. This balance fosters a sense of partnership rather than dependency, which is essential for long-term intimacy. Attention to emotional cues also plays a significant role, as subtle changes in mood or energy can reveal deeper feelings that may not be spoken out loud. Being attuned to these cues demonstrates care and awareness, reinforcing the sense of connection. In many ways, emotional connection acts as a bridge between the mind and the body, influencing how physical affection is perceived and experienced. When the emotional bond is strong, even the simplest gestures, such as a gentle touch or a warm glance, carry deeper meaning and create a stronger impact. Without emotional connection, physical actions can feel routine or disconnected, but when it is present, they become expressions of genuine closeness and affection. This connection also contributes to a sense of security within the relationship, where a woman feels confident that she is valued not only for her appearance or role, but for who she truly is. Over time, this sense of security nurtures deeper trust and allows the relationship to evolve in a way that is both fulfilling and resilient. Emotional connection is not about perfection, but about effort, understanding, and the willingness to grow together, creating a bond that is both meaningful and enduring. Thoughtful affection is the quiet art of expressing care in ways that are intentional, attentive, and deeply considerate of another person's emotional world. It goes beyond routine gestures and focuses on meaning, where every action, no matter how small, carries a sense of awareness and purpose. At its core, thoughtful affection is about understanding what makes someone feel valued and choosing to show up for them in ways that resonate with their unique needs and preferences. It is not about doing more, but about doing things with sincerity and presence, turning ordinary moments into meaningful expressions of connection. When affection is thoughtful, it communicates that the other person is not just important, but truly understood, and that understanding becomes a powerful force in strengthening emotional bonds. This kind of affection begins with attention to detail, noticing the subtle things that often go unspoken, such as a change in mood, a passing comment, or a small preference that might otherwise be overlooked. Remembering these details and responding to them thoughtfully shows that care is not accidental but deliberate. It might be as simple as offering comfort during a stressful day, choosing words that uplift rather than dismiss, or creating moments of calm in the middle of a busy life. These actions may seem small on the surface, but they carry significant emotional weight because they demonstrate genuine consideration. Thoughtful affection is also closely tied to timing, knowing when to give space and when to offer closeness, understanding that affection is not always about proximity, but about sensitivity to what the other person needs in that moment. Consistency plays a vital role in making affection feel real and trustworthy. Grand gestures can be memorable, but it is the steady presence of small, caring actions that builds lasting connection. When affection is consistent, it creates a sense of reliability, reassuring a woman that she is cared for not just occasionally, but as a natural and ongoing part of the relationship. This consistency nurtures emotional security, allowing her to feel comfortable, appreciated, and at ease. Thoughtful affection also requires patience, as it is not about expecting immediate responses or outcomes, but about giving freely without pressure or expectation. It respects the pace at which emotional closeness develops and allows space for feelings to grow naturally. Another important aspect is the ability to personalize affection, recognizing that what feels meaningful to one person may not feel the same to another. Thoughtful affection adapts, learning over time what brings comfort, joy, or reassurance, and shaping actions accordingly. This level of personalization transforms affection from something generic into something deeply intimate, as it reflects an ongoing effort to truly know the other person. It also involves clear and kind communication, expressing care not only through actions but through words that are genuine and supportive. A thoughtful tone, a reassuring sentence, or a simple acknowledgement can have a lasting impact when it comes from a place of sincerity. Respect is woven into every aspect of thoughtful affection, ensuring that boundaries are honored and that care is never imposed or overwhelming. It understands that affection should feel welcome, not forced, and that mutual comfort is essential for it to be meaningful. This respect creates an environment where affection can be received openly without hesitation or discomfort. Emotional awareness further enhances thoughtful affection, allowing one to respond not just to what is visible, but to what is felt beneath the surface. This awareness fosters a deeper level of connection, where affection becomes a response to genuine understanding rather than assumption. In many ways, thoughtful affection strengthens the emotional foundation of a relationship, making every interaction feel more intentional and connected. It turns simple gestures into meaningful experiences and reinforces the idea that care is not about obligation, but about choice. When a woman experiences affection that is thoughtful, she is more likely to feel secure, valued, and emotionally connected, which in turn deepens trust and strengthens the bond between partners. Over time, these consistent, considerate actions create a rhythm of care that becomes an essential part of the relationship, shaping how both individuals relate to one another. Thoughtful affection is not about perfection or performance, but about awareness, intention, and the willingness to show care in ways that truly matter, creating a connection that feels both genuine and enduring.